Have you ever walked in the mall and walked past somebody that had tattoos covered from head to toe and wonder what they meant or why they decided to get them? What people don't know are tattoos are actually a very effective way of nonverbal communication. There's actually such thing as tattoo diversity, and still to this day, certain jobs do not allow tattoos in the workplace. Johnny Depp had once said, "My body is my journal and my tattoos are my story." All people perceive tattoos differently as far as why they think they got the tattoo or what the tattoo actually means. For example, when I see a tattoo of cross and flowers, I automatically think of a memorial tattoo. Another example would be a person with an anchor. When I see this, I think of stability. The anchor is meant to symbolize something or someone that actually holds you in place. When I was doing my research, I came across a website called tattoo.about.com, and the article was titled "Why People Get Tattoos." This article stated many different reasons why a person may decide to actually get a tattoo. The number one answer was to identify themselves, such as getting their zodiac symbol tattooed on them. There is also to honor loved ones, for style, and believe it or not, for profit. There's actually a girl that got a casino tattoo logo on her forehead and got paid $15,000 to do it. Here is a picture of her. I don't know why anybody in their right mind would actually do this, but I guess for $15,000, that's your answer. For how other people perceive tattoos, I asked a girl from work what she thought the cross and flowers meant, and she said, "I don't know, the person's probably a Christian and likes flowers." I also asked her what she thought the anchor meant, and she said, yet again, she don't know. It probably has something to do with sailing. There are many different interpretations for tattoos. In fact, some people may automatically assume that if you have a tattoo, that you may have been in prison or even a gang. Some tattoos may be related to gang affiliation, but most definitely not all of them. There are two tattoos in particular that stood out the most to me. Those are La M, or the letter M, and the cobweb on the elbow. I've got some examples here so you can kind of get an idea what these may look like. This is La M, and also the cobweb on the web, or cobweb on the elbow. Of course, a cobweb on the elbow. La M, or the letter M, is a symbol for the Mexican Mafia. They are one of the largest and most ruthless gangs, or prison gangs in the U.S. La M was started not in Mexico, but in Mexican Americans who were incarcerated in American prisons. La M was actually originated in Southern California, as a Hispanic gang had started it. As for the cobweb on the elbow, it typically represents a long prison sentence. The symbolism is linked to spiders trapping prey or criminals trapped behind bars. This tattoo is most often found on the elbow, but from time to time you'll find it on the neck as well. It signifies setting around so long with your elbows on the table that a spider made a cobweb on your elbow. Other than gang-affiliated tattoos, there are also cosmetic tattoos. Personally, I have never heard of this before I started doing my research. And as I was doing this, I came across a website called freetattoodesigns.org, and the article titles "The Benefits of Permanent Makeup." In this article, I discovered that you can get permanent eyeliner, lipstick, or lip shading, or even eyebrow tattoos, or the medical cosmetic tattoos such as tattooing a scar to cover it up. Here's a couple examples of what cosmetic tattoos may look like. Over here, you've got the eyebrows. You can clearly tell the difference. This one's much lighter than this one. It's kind of filled in. And then the lips, yet again, it's much redder, more plump. And then, of course, the eyeliner. You can really tell the difference between these two. Those are just a couple of examples of what it may look like. As for the cosmetic tattooing, you can get the tattoo either permanent or semi-permanent. The semi-permanent only lasts for about 5 years, and then it slowly fades away after that. If I was to ever choose to do this, I would personally do the permanent, no questions asked, just because I wouldn't want to go over the pain over and over again. There are actually many benefits of getting cosmetic tattoos, such as it is a time saver. You look your very best at all times, and you don't have to worry about smearing or having it run after you get done swimming or even working out or anything. I know this all sounds good, but I personally think it's just an excuse to be lazy when it comes to makeup. On the other hand, there are a couple of good reasons to why you may get this done. For example, if you're allergic to makeup, this would be a good route for you to go. Another example would be if you have arthritis. I know it may be painful to put on makeup every day, or difficult even for the person. It definitely is a plus to have the perfect eyebrows or eyeliner, but also people get medical cosmetic tattoos to help them boost their confidence in a sense. A couple of reasons might be, or someone might get a medical tattoo would be during breast reconstruction or to cover up scars. A woman who has breast cancer may get a medical tattoo to recreate the areola to enhance filling their feminization. Also, a burn victim may get a medical tattoo to cover up the scars so they may feel more accepting to others or to boost their confidence. Yet again, of course, I have another picture to show you guys. This is an example of a medical tattoo. I don't know if you can really see it very well, but over here you can see the scars around her face from being burned, and then this is the finished product of everything. If I was in her situation, I would definitely do that as well. People who have certain diseases may also lean towards getting medical tattoos. If someone is suffering from chemotherapy or alopecia, which is hair loss, they may get the cosmetic tattoos so they can have eyebrows. Also, people with vitiligo, which is lack of pigmentation in certain areas on the skin, may be using tattoos to even out the skin tone in affected areas. It's another picture. This one is not really a good picture, but over here you can kind of see the splotches. And over here it's taken away in certain areas. Sorry if you can't see that too well. Even though not all tattoos are bad and they can be for medical reasons, not many jobs approve of them still to this day. People tend to assume that if you have tattoos, you may not be able to do your job properly. Even if they do think you are more than capable of doing your job, you may still be asked to cover them up at all times. While the person that hires you for the job may not mind the tattoos, the job itself may not approve of it or think it's unprofessional of you to have them showing. Just think about it. If you went to the hospital and your doctor had tattoos showing, what would you do? Would you trust your doctor or would you ask for a new one? People these days are so disapproving of everything. It's not about what the person looks like, as long as they are more than capable to do their job properly. That's all that really should matter. If you do have a lot of tattoos and don't want to wear long sleeves throughout the summer, these are some of the jobs that don't allow visible tattoos in the workplace. There is medical professions and lawyers as the top two, and the list goes all the way down to, believe it or not, Red Robin. Yes, even some restaurants don't allow visible tattoos because they are afraid of what their customers may say and they don't want to offend anybody. Now, on the other hand, if you want a job that doesn't discriminate against tattoos, the top two professions are a photographer, or you can work on a salon or a spa. And the list goes all the way down to Applebee's, of course. Some restaurants do approve of them as well. I know Applebee's, they encourage you to be who you are and don't want you to have to hide anything. So next time you walk around the mall and you see somebody covered from head to toe in tattoos and start wondering what they mean, just stop and ask. Most of the time people are actually excited to tell you about the tattoos because each and every one of them has a story behind it.